Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack, episode 4 of season 2 of Game of Thrones. I don't remember the last time we recorded, but I know it was less than a week ago. So therefore, we should all remember what happened in the last episode, but Igly's going to take us through what all went down anyway. So Igly, what do you got in your notes other than Mainz Ritter?
I said man rider. Anyway, the little blonde kid is dead.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Oh.
the
I'm like,
the caravan,
who?
the blonde kid. You remember the blonde kid?
Yeah.
He had the helmet.
Yeah.
Supposed
You mean
Gendry? Yeah, Gendry.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name. My bad.
Yeah.
But let's call it a caravan. The caravan, like with all the Night's Watch recruits, got raided by Gold Cross. Is that what they're called?
Gold Cloaks.
Gold Cloaks, same Cross Cloaks, dude, same thing. Gold Cloaks, trying to identify and capture Gendry. And the boy, the goat, Yorn. What's his name?
I think
Yoren unfortunately took a fall, but not before taking a few down with him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's how the episode ended off. A bit of a cliffhanger. And the only thing that we have to go off is the people that Arya freed. Yakon, I think his name was. So I don't know if they're gonna let the rest of them go, but that's the big question I have. In terms of what else happened in the episode, we were introduced to some characters over with Remley's group. Brienne of Tarth, fucking huge female. She's like just towering over a lot of the characters. I don't know how tall the actor is, but she is a beast. And her armor looks cool. Personality wise, don't know how to feel about her yet. Besides that, the other big thing is that I guess two other big things happen. Pycelle is gone, marked as a traitor, and basically just man's gonna get his dick cut off, maybe. I don't know. And then Theon picked his peace that he ended up signing with the Greyjoys. Can't wait for Rob to find out about that and see how he feels about it. But yeah, that was pretty much the key points last episode. There were some smaller things, but really, to me, that those are the high hitting notes.
Yeah.
In terms,
Tarth's actor is 6'3".
That's
taller.
She's a beast. Yeah. She's a beast. Yeah, tallest person, taller than anyone on the Raggedy Pack.
She's a really good actress too. Like she's been in a couple other mainstream things, Star Wars.
She's in Wednesday as well.
Wednesday.
Okay.
And so she's very popular and well renowned.
Okay. Well, I love armor, especially ass looking armor. And females in armor is also fucking immaculate. So she's just fucking. She has a lot going up for her right now. It's just personality wise, some things left to be desired. She's kind of a jerk. She was ready, kind of slighted by Kat. When she put everyone down, but yeah, just need to see more of her to see if she's a likable person or not.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think besides that, did you want to say anything, or can I continue on?
No, go ahead.
Since this is the start of another recording session, I have a couple thoughts of just things I've been wondering. And regarding the three different plot lines, I like to call them, I'm really interested in seeing where Dany's group ends up, because right now they're just they're wandering in whatever direction. They don't really have anyone to lean on or any support. Everywhere, anyone they run to is pretty much an enemy at this point. Right. So they have no support, and her whole story is just kind of being stagnated by that. So interested to see what sort of support, if any, she finds soon. Regarding the Wall, the North plotline, it's been a few episodes, and I'm since I kind of talked about it, but I am really interested in seeing what if we ever get it, like when we get it answered to good old Uncle Benjen. I think previously I kind of theorized either he's dead or he's been transformed into something like unnatural, supernatural by the White Walkers. I don't know how exactly that whole thing works, but I'm assuming there's some element of transformation. We've seen bodies rise from the dead, so potentially something later, something like that. That would be quite unfortunate. I think a third option, and I guess potentially a fourth, occurred to me in the past couple weeks. One being if he, with his options being limited on either trying to get back, I don't know, I guess it would make sense for him to try to get back before doing anything else, but seeking refuge with Mance Rayder, which I don't know how that plays out, but I just want there to be something else going on because he's been mentioning a lot, and I'm wondering when he becomes relevant. And that's just one other thing I think I could maybe be interesting to see. Or he's just surviving in the wilderness, soloing everything, and we get a happy little reunion. And then finally...
Oh, you got another one.
What?
I was going to say interesting thoughts and theories. Unfortunately, me and Blake can't really comment.
Of course.
Them.
This is me talking into the void. The void being the viewers watching this. The last thing, the King's Landing plotline. I think I mentioned I'm still kind of unsure what Tyrion's motivations are at this point, and I really don't have any other new answers regarding that. But one thing I am looking forward to seeing is we kind of saw back with Ned, where like Ned was doing a lot of stuff on his own without like really addressing them with Robert. There are a few times, but like I'm interested in seeing like with all that Tyrion's doing, I say if, but when there's going to be a moment where he butts heads with Joffrey and seeing how that turns out. So, yeah. All fun stuff. A lot of questions that I want answered, and they're probably not going to be answered for a long time to come. And there's probably going to be new questions being, I'm going to be having after these however many episodes we record.
Dang, bro, you smart. You smart and you cute.
It's a full package. Only here at the Raggedy Pack.
I just wanted to talk briefly about the Theon incident last episode where he just kind of like betrays Robb. And I don't know about you, Corey, but for me, that's like one of the most frustrating scenes in the entire show because like it makes no sense to me.
I mean, Theon's dad, aside from, letting him get captured as a kid, losing a war, when Theon comes back, it's not exactly a warm reunion. He's kind of an asshole to him. So, I don't know. I get he wants to like prove himself and become part of that family because with the Starks, it's kind of 50-50. Like he feels like part of the family, but at the same time, season 1, we see these comments get hurled at him like, oh, you're not actually my brother, or you're not a ward. Is that the term you prefer? Nah, you're the Stark slave. Like they really shit on Theon in season 1. So I can kind of get what headspace he's in, but I just don't feel like I don't, after like being treated like that when he came back, if I was Theon, I would have just left,
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if anything, like at the very least with the Starks, you know what to expect from them. And if anything, like even though like he has been slighted quite a few times, and some of the times were like extremely undeserved and he was just treated unjust. But like he was fucking on a council with Robb, like bringing up the idea of, hey, let me go talk to my dad. We need boats. Granted, things didn't turn out good, like, but he was someone Robb would actually take advice. Yeah, he would take advice from. So it's like you're important. You can, regardless of your past, regardless of you being a ward, you can obtain status if that's what you care about through serving. Not, I guess maybe he doesn't want to. I guess maybe him serving Rob isn't something he like wants to be associated with. But like it's still like he could have obtained something from himself instead of chasing the name of his family, which is not doing too hot.
Right. And I mean, without saying much more on the topic, it's just like, as a viewer, you know, you want to feel like emotion.
Yeah,
Damn.
you want to give him the
It just makes me mad every time I watch it.
Yeah, it's irritating because like there's very little redemption from here.
Right.
Especially since we've learned that the Greyjoys are going to be targeting the Starks while they're away. They're going to be raiding the coastal lands and then moving inward to Winterfell, most likely. So if that happens, like, if I don't know, like they have some amount on like number, but like it's just going to be a battle on two fronts for Rob, and it's gonna it adds strain on like the battle against the Lannisters, which is the main problem.
Right. So those are my 2 cents on the topic. I don't know, Corey, did you have anything else you wanted to add on that?
I guess one more thing to add on to Theon is that I guess Rob's mom, Catelyn, was right in not trusting Balon Greyjoy, and Theon going to visit him. Obviously, he had ulterior motives aside from trying to secure boats for Rob's army. He wanted to, you know, make his own name for himself there. He thought people were going to recognize him when he got off the boat. He just wants to be that guy for once, but he's not that guy.
He's not him.
He hasn't paid the iron price.
Right. He's not him. Simply not him.
Yeah.
Iggly, is there anything else you want to discuss in this 14-minute intro?
I think that's pretty much it for me.
Okay.
Theon's situation is just like, I like, despite there being aspects about him like I didn't like as a character, I wish that whole thing, the identity crisis he was having, could have gone better. Granted, there's probably hopefully a lot more story left to be told. But so it's going to be interesting to see the issues that cause between him, like if he ever meets Rob on the face of battle again, how that's going to turn out. But yeah.
Cool. We good?
I think we good. We good.
All right.
We good?
We're about to get into this, but before we do, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any and all of our uploads. But if you don't want to wait for our next Game of Thrones upload, you can get 2 and 4 week early access available on our Patreon right now. That link's in the description below. Check out the tiers. There's a 2 week and a 4 week early access tier. Just make sure you're clicking on the right one before you confirm your payment. We also have a free Discord you can join. Link in the description below. Check that out. And our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check those 3 out. And yes, let's get into this week's episode.
It's been a while since that mistake's been made.
Yeah, well, shut up.
That's all right. We still love you.
Yeah.
It's raining.
Nice rainy day. Night.
Loras Tyrell? Loras Tyrell. He's prettier than the Queen. I don't care about pretty. He's better with a sword than any of them.
Okay.
How good could he be? He's been stabbing Renly Baratheon for years and Renly ain't dead.
They know, okay. What's out there?
The horses seem a little spooked to you.
Oh, man.
They're horses. They get spooked by their own shadows.
It's so fucking dark.
Yeah, welcome, brother.
There's something out there.
The night is dark and full of terror.
Okay.
Good one, bro.
Got him, bro.
Freak. There is something out there. Yeah, don't even
Yeah,
try
so
me.
this dude's gonna die.
Rennick, do you think I'm an idiot? Rennick!
Oh, shit. A wolf? Oh, the raid. Night raid. Take their heads off.
I'm pretty sure they said the king in the north and the subtitles were just wrong.
Oh my god, guts on full display?
That's Rennick.
Was Rennick.
5 Lannisters dead for every one of ours.
It's good
Good
ratio.
numbers.
We've nowhere to keep all these prisoners. Some of them may be privy to Tywin Lannister's plans.
I doubt it.
Well,
We got looters?
In my family, we
Or
say,
those religious
"A
people?
naked man has few secrets. A flayed man, none."
My father outlawed flaying in the north.
We're not in the north.
The Lannisters hold prisoners of their own. I won't give them an excuse to abuse my sisters.
Ah, nice.
The rot set in.
Nice.
Not nice.
Please, don't. We'll get better.
Gotta cut it off.
The rot will spread. If we don't take the foot now,
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Bite on it. It's better than biting your own tongue, believe me.
Damn.
That sucks.
It's better than dying. She's doing this no problem. Rob's taking notice. Who is that girl?
I'd have a problem. My wheat thins would be on the floor.
He's interested.
What's your name?
it's Alyssa.
Your last name?
You want to know what side my family fights on?
You know my family name. You have me at a disadvantage.
That boy lost his foot on your orders. He's a fisherman's son that grew up near Lannisport. He probably never held a spear before they shoved one in his hands a few months ago.
I have no hatred for the lad.
That should help his foot grow back.
Damn.
You're going to kill Joffrey?
The gods give me strength.
And then what?
I don't know. We'll go back to Winterfell. I have no desire to sit in the Iron Throne.
So who will?
That's gonna leave like a vacuum of power.
You're fighting to overthrow
And it's gonna cause more
no plan for what comes
fighting.
First, we have to win the war. You never told me where you're from.
Valantis.
Volantis.
You're far from home.
You're here to answer for your brother's latest treasons.
Your Grace,
Oh my god. Pointing a
whatever my
crossbow?
traitor brother has done, I had no part.
Thousands of good men were butchered. After the slaughter, the Northmen feasted on the flesh of the slain.
I don't know if that's the full story.
Killing you would send your brother a message, but my mother insists on keeping you alive. Stand.
Feel bad for Sansa now, man.
Sir,
Yep.
we'll have to send your brother a message some other way. Meryn,
What is this?
leave her face. I like her pretty.
Bro.
Meryn, my lady's overdressed. Unburden her.
Dude.
What's the meaning of this?
He's a hero.
Let's go. What a guy.
What kind of knight beats a helpless girl?
The kind who serves his king, imp.
Careful now. We don't want to get blood all over your pretty white cloak.
Should not fight her brother's battle, you half-wit.
Can't talk to me like that. The king can do as he likes.
Put him in his place, Tyrion.
Did as he liked. Has your Uncle Jaime ever told you what happened to him?
No one threatens his grace in the presence of the king's guard.
Who is this guy?
Threatening the king, sir. I am educating my nephew. Bronn, the next time Sir Meryn speaks, kill him. That was a threat. See the difference?
Tyrion's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
Fuck Joffrey.
True.
It's nice she has someone around there to show her
For my nephew's
kindness.
Yeah. How does Joffrey feel about that, though?
behavior. Do you want an end
Oh,
to
he's
this
mad.
engagement?
You see that face?
King Joffrey,
Yeah.
my one true love.
Lady Stark. You may survive us yet.
She's tough for going through all this.
Yep.
Clogged from balls to brains.
You think dipping his wick will cure what ails him?
There's no cure for being a cunt.
True that.
But the boy's at that age.
What are you doing here, dog?
Your uncle left your name day present and asked me to see that you got it.
Okay.
Your Grace!
How old is Joffrey?
Is it like
15?
Okay.
Touch her.
Okay. I'm not trying to see a Joffrey sex scene.
Could you hit her?
He's a fucking freak. I feel like he's gonna use that crossbow in a second. A belt? Bro.
Imagine being in a private room with the most sadistic dude.
Yeah.
Harder.
The man wants to see blood.
I said. Harder. You want me to get his money's worth?
Ugh.
This is not a good mood on Tyrion. What are you doing with that? Bro. That's so fucked.
Looks like you're right about the crossbow.
Oh, I want him to find out.
Bro. Yeah, I need Joffrey to die.
I hate that scene.
He's such
like
a
the-
little bitch.
The only reaction I can possibly have during that scene is just uncomfortable laughter.
I don't like you, Lord Baelish. I don't like your face. I don't like the words that come oozing out of your mouth.
Very true.
I
Fuck
don't
his
want you in
face.
my tent 1 minute more than necessary.
When you march on King's Landing, you may find yourself facing a protracted siege or open gates.
That's a pretty big claim.
I did notice your brother entering his grace's tent just now.
The place of the King's Guard is by the King's side.
And on the night of your wedding, who was by the king's side then?
Does just everybody know?
Quite interested in our marriage.
Your marriage is
Word
quite
gets around quick.
interesting.
Yeah, rumors
Not
spread.
only to me, but to
Yeah.
the realm.
My husband is my king, and my king is my husband. Here is your tent, Lord Baelish. Good night.
Ah, shit. Danny update? This one's not dead? The 13? Karth?
You've seen that name.
An opening. 3 days to the east?
What do you know of this place?
Only that the desert around their walls is called the Garden of Bones.
Episode title?
Every time the Carthians shut their gates on a traveler, the garden grows.
Okay. They want Dragon Balls?
Bro behind us just cheesing.
Where the fuck are they now?
Welcome to Harrenhal, brother.
Harrenhal. Yeah. Don't look like a fun place.
What kind of fire melts stone?
Dragon?
Dragonfire.
Ooh.
There's dragons here. No, all the dragons are dead. What's that
You say
smell?
that.
Who's gonna tell them?
Dead people.
Oh my god. So it's just used for prisoners and executions now?
He's dead. He was my son.
That's fucking tough.
My sister was 3 days ago. My husband the day before that.
What'd they do?
They take someone every day.
Still in pain. The Hound.
Is that a hit list?
Joffrey.
Yeah.
Cersei. Still in pain.
Oh,
Bunch
Jane,
of
I don't
people she
remember
don't like. That's the executioner.
Oh, okay.
How dare you?
You may have heard false reports.
Holy shit.
Betrayed Ned.
Betrayed. I wanted him to serve as protector of the realm.
Yeah, I'm sure, bro.
To seize the
I
moment.
trusted you. My husband trusted you.
Slap the fuck out of him.
And you repaid our faith with treachery.
No, my lady.
Get out!
Cat,
He's fumbling.
I've loved you since I was a boy.
Not the right time to rebound.
It seems
Riz.
fate has given us
That's why I got rid of your husband, so we could be together.
Get out!
Please just kill him. I thought he had trouble finding his way to his tent.
Do you want to see your girls again? Sansa, more beautiful than ever. And Arya, just as wild as
Huh?
ever. I fear for their longevity if they remain in the capital.
Yeah, I like emotionally manipulating the girl I love.
The Lannisters will trade your daughters for the Kingslayer.
Of course they will. Jaime Lannister for 2 girls. Robb will never agree to those terms.
I'm not bringing these terms to him. I'm bringing them to you. Consider it, Cat. You may not get another chance. I've brought you a gift.
I don't want your gifts.
A token of Tyrion Lannister's goodwill. He wants you to understand that this exchange of prisoners is offered in good faith.
Good faith?
What is this? Is it Ned's bones?
Your husband was an honorable man. He should rest beside his family in the crypts beneath Winterfell. You may not believe it.
Fucking master manipulator, dude.
I hate the way he wears that like cloak over his shoulder.
Can we see the bones? How do we know they're Ned's?
He's just built different.
There's just a lot of dead bodies. There's a lot of dead bodies they could use.
That's him. It's the one who picks.
The mountain.
Okay.
What are you doing?
He told me he stares at him every day. That's why he doesn't get picked.
Who's on the chopping block? No. Yes.
You.
No. Oh wait, never mind. I don't know who that was.
That was the guy who gave him the advice to stare. They were both staring at him, and he chose him.
Damn. Did he piss his pants? Ah man, that's tough but understandable.
He almost died.
Narrowly avoided death.
Where's the Brotherhood? I don't know.
The Brotherhood. No.
It's a big rat.
The burrowing into the chest?
Where is the Brotherhood? I don't know.
No, bro, that's...
Which of the villagers aided them? I never saw.
It's gonna eat his way in.
Please, take it off. Take it off.
Who helped him?
Gaines, the butcher, and his son.
That's better.
I told you everything. No,
God damn. I'm honestly surprised it wasn't more gruesome.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't.
Please, Oliver, some food. Just a crust of bread.
Damn.
Lancers treat their prisoners really well.
Yeah.
Did you notice that she added the mountain?
I did slightly miss that. But that list is growing.
Lady Stark had not thought to find you in the Stormlands.
I had not thought to be here, Lord Stannis.
Can that truly be you? Who else might
She does not want to be here.
When I saw your standard, I couldn't be sure. Suppose if we use the same one, the battle will be terribly confusing. Why is your stag on fire?
It wasn't on fire.
The king has taken for his sigil the fiery heart of the Lord of Light.
Ah, it must be this fire priestess we hear so much about. Brother.
Can we get a fucking name, please?
Now I understand why you found religion in your old age.
Strike your banners. Come to me before dawn, and I will grant you your old seat in the council. I'll even name you my heir. Until a son is born to me.
Okay.
Otherwise, I shall destroy you.
I love
You give
Stannis,
him
man.
Look across those fields, brother.
Not giving him much of an option.
Can you see all those banners?
What do you believe? I loved him once.
Yeah, he's not folding. He has too much of an ego. Alright, where are we at?
At Karth.
My name is Daenerys
Stormborn of the House Targaryen.
He already knows.
You know me, my lord?
Only by reputation, Khaleesi.
And what should I call you?
Oh, my name is quite long and quite impossible for foreigners to pronounce. I am simply a trader of spices.
Okay.
But we are the 13.
The beauty of Qarth is legendary.
Karth.
Can't be fumbling that.
Karth.
Might we see the dragons?
They're sleeping.
We have no food, no water. Once I see my people fed, I would be honored.
Forgive me, Mother of Dragons, but no man alive has seen a living dragon. Some of my more skeptical friends refuse to believe your
That's old as fuck.
even exist.
I am not a liar.
Oh, I don't think you are. But as I've never met you before, my opinion on the matter is of limited value.
Where I come from, guests are treated with respect, not insulted at the gates.
Then perhaps you should return to where you come from. We wish you well.
She really doesn't have much bargaining power here.
Damn.
We will lay waste to armies and burn cities to the ground.
Okay.
Turn us away, and we will burn you first.
Bold claims.
You are a true Targaryen.
Retreating in fear from a little girl is unbecoming of the greatest city that ever was or will be.
Okay.
The discussion is over, Zaro Zoan Doxos. The 13 have spoken.
Gonna write that name down.
I just wrote Zaro.
And I am still speaking.
She's
The girl
convinced.
threatens to burn our city to the ground, and you would invite her in for a cup of wine?
I mean, do you want to call that bluff?
I invoke Sumai.
Trial by fighting? Yeah.
L.
Alright.
Be it on your head.
God.
Okay, sick transition. Greatest city there ever was into someone being put on a spike. I thought we were gonna get a better look at it.
You.
Who's next? No.
Is there gold or silver in the village?
Not from the village.
Where is the brother?
They're just asking the same questions.
Don't know what that is.
Not again. Who's this?
Look familiar?
Tywin?
It's Tywin, Daddy.
What's he doing here? Just in time, though. Holy shit.
What's this? Are we so well manned that we can afford to discard able young bodies and skilled laborers?
Oh, fuck. Are they about to be drafted?
You have a trade?
He's a smith.
Smith, my lord.
What's she eyeing?
What are you looking
Just
at?
keeps looking at Needle.
Kneel, or I'll carve your lungs out, boy.
This one's a girl, you idiot.
Okay. He saw through it.
Dressed as a boy. Why?
Safer to travel, my lord.
Get these prisoners to work.
Okay.
Bring the girl.
Does he know?
I need a new cupbearer, my lord.
Your visits are too few, cousin.
Her Grace the Queen Regent commands you to release Grand Maester Pycelle.
Why's that?
Will you take a cup with me? I find that mulled wine helps me sleep.
I am here at Her Grace's behest, not to drink with you, imp.
I gotta say, I'm not liking Lancel's
My sister
attitude
was
here.
so concerned for Pycelle, I would have thought she'd come herself. Instead, she sends you.
Cersei must have great trust in you,
She sure does.
allowing you into her chamber during the hour of the wolf.
The Queen Regent has a great many responsibilities. She often works from dusk till dawn.
She must be
Yeah,
very
she
glad
does.
to have you helping her from dusk till dawn.
Tell me, did Cersei have you knighted before or after she took you into her bed? What? Nothing to say? No more warnings for me, sir?
You will withdraw these filthy accusations.
Have you ever given any thought to what King Joffrey will have to say when he finds out you've been bedding his mother?
True. I'll be
It's
honest.
not my fault.
Did she take you against your will?
Your own father, Lord Tywin, when I was named the King's Squire, he told me to obey her in everything.
Did he tell you to fuck her too?
I did as I was bid.
Hated every moment of it. Is that what you'll have me believe? A high place in court, a knighthood, my sister's legs spreading open for you at night. Oh, yes, it must have been
Holy
terrible.
shit.
Wait here. His Grace will want to hear this. Save it for Joffrey. He loves a good grovel.
I'll leave the city at once, I swear.
No, I think not.
Holy shit.
Don't you love Lancel Igley?
My father told you to obey my sister.
I think he
Obey
just
her.
stuck.
Stay close to her side. Keep her trust. Pleasure her whenever she requires. No one ever need know, as long as you keep faith with me.
Okay.
I want to know
Trump
what Cersei is
card.
doing, where she goes, who she sees,
Checkmate.
what they talk of, everything. Oh, rise!
Tyrion just has everyone by the balls this episode.
To our understanding.
He's good at playing the game.
You don't have a cup.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, I'll give her Pycelle. You will? Yes, I'll release him in the morning. I could swear that I had not harmed a single hair on his head, but that would not, strictly speaking, be true.
Which head are we talking about here?
Well, I know his beard.
All of them
got messed up.
Davos was that his name?
Do your knuckle bones bring you luck?
Well, the life's been good since you hacked them off, Your Grace. And it's 4 less fingernails to clean.
Fewer. 4 fewer fingernails to clean.
All right.
You understood why you had to wear them. A good act does not wash out the bad, nor a bad the good.
Now listen, I've tried to teach my son.
Does he listen?
To me?
God's law.
But if your red woman told him to leap from the crow's nest...
She has a name.
Please tell me. Please tell me.
Trust you've not forgotten your smuggler.
Holy shit.
Any shore, any night. What am I bringing ashore?
The red woman.
Are you afraid, Onion Knight?
Onion Knight.
Someone once told me the night is dark and full of terrors.
You carry more unpleasant cargo in your time. Are you a good man, Sir Davos Seawood?
I'd say my parts are mixed, milady. Good and bad.
If half an onion is black with rot, it's a rotten onion. A man is good or he is evil.
Which are you?
Oh, good. I'm a knight myself of sorts. A champion of light and life.
Okay.
You love your wife,
Bro, don't seduce him too.
yet you have known other women.
Don't talk about my wife.
I'm not. I'm talking about other women.
That's a big lantern.
Like me, Sir Davos.
Yeah.
You want me.
Holy shit.
You want to see what's beneath this robe.
What happened to giving Stannis a son?
And you will. Shadows cannot live in the dark, Sir Davos. They are servants of the light. The children of fire. And the brighter the flame, the darker they are.
This really sound like Dark Souls in this bitch.
They bar the passage.
They can't bar our passage.
What is she doing?
God's protect us.
How long has it been?
There's only one God, Sir Davos, and he only protects those who serve him.
Was she hiding that the whole time? What the fuck is going on?
About to see.
What? Is she just like a light fire from her cooch? Or like what's...
Bro.
Like a flamethrower? Is that just gas in there?
In a way. Really giving a boob shot right now.
I'm looking at the tummy. What the fuck is this?
You asked if it was gas.
It's like a miasma.
That's Stannis' son, bro.
Oh my god.
He kind of cute.
That's a full body. What the fuck? All right. Red woman, shadow person comes out of cooch. All right. So this is your favorite character? Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so after seeing that scene, I don't. It makes it a little weird, but yeah.
You just into that shit.
Sure, it's just a little bit more layered.
Okay.
But I can't go into details at this point in time.
Your favorite character has shadow people coming out the cooch, her cooch.
Well, when you put it that way, I see why you would be confused.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, have no shame about it. Like no one else can do that.
Like
That's a rare
own your
ability.
shit, brother.
true. I mean, it is very awesome.
You asked
just
how
put
much
it that way.
time
It's
passed it first, Iggly, assuming it was like a traditional pregnancy. But I would say
it's not been 9 months.
yeah, the Lord
It's
of
been
Light
something
was
else.
quick.
Yeah. Then I mean that also connects to her saying shadows are servants of the light,
Mm-hmm.
Children of the Fire.
children of the fire.
Mhm.
The fire.
Mm-hmm.
What?
If you want to see the rest of her
The-
dialogue, you're gonna have to rewind it a bit. 'Cause
Ah.
I forgot what she said.
All right, so that's a thing that happens now. Some supernatural coochie magic. Yeah, I mean, like, I was expecting us to get more like supernatural stuff regarding dragons and the White Walkers. You know, like, yes, I don't know how. I mean, she did that in front of out of Sir Davos Seaworth.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know how Stannis is gonna feel about that.
I would say Davos is probably a believer now, at least in something. Like what he just witnessed is insane.
In magic.
That is a devil right there. I don't know what I don't know what like. I don't know what exactly came out. It was very humanoid, and it just kind of like went through the bars, I guess. Whether it's corporeal and can fight, I don't know. But yeah, that's not good. I don't know how quickly she can turn those out. If we follow like, are you familiar with the concept of succubi, Blake?
No.
No, you don't know what a succubus is?
No.
Okay, well, Corey.
You don't even have to ask me, brother.
Okay, so she's pretty much a succubus almost.
I hate lore just like you.
You hate lore just like me.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a creature masquerading as a female that feeds on the life essence of generally male figures and their baby juice.
Oh.
Generally,
gross.
it does not result in shadow magic like that.
Okay.
But I'm assuming that's how she does that. And that's why she has Stannis Raw Dog in her every night. And who else? Maybe everybody. I don't know. That shit's ran through, maybe. I'm sorry your favorite character is like this, Blake.
Well, like I said, when you put it that way,
it's very conflicting feelings.
I could understand how the perspective would be shifted.
Yeah.
But,
if
like I
you
said,
are
there's a little
firm
bit more
believer,
layers to the character than succubi.
Listen, I saw her give birth, but before even knowing her fucking name,
she's
and they've teased it. She's the Red Woman, the Fire Priestess.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I need.
Right.
In other news, start of the episode, Night Raid. Rob just continually to push Tywin's shit and Lannister's shit in each episode. 1-to-5 ratio in casualties. Could be better, but not too bad. It still sucks. That's innocent people who are just kind of getting wrapped up in this whole thing. The frontline soldiers who came from farms are just losing legs and limbs.
That is
But yeah.
medieval warfare. Oh, that's honestly all
That is-
warfare, but
That's all warfare, yeah. The peasants and shit just, fight for their liege.
Mhm.
But yeah, we were introduced to a new character, Talissa, I think her name was.
Mhm.
from Volantis,
Mhm.
Long Way from Home, playing the role of a surgeon for amputating a leg. Seems like we'll see more of her. Rob was eyeing her pretty hard. Don't know what to make of it. I kind of know what to make of it, but need to see where that goes. But the big thing from that scene was Rob potentially restating, he might have mentioned it in previous episodes, that he has no plans to take the throne after this whole fighting is done. He wants to return to Winterfell. So what that means for the realm, it just depending on how the chain of events goes, that just leaves a pretty large power vacuum. Now, if the idea was he was going to side with one of the two Baratheons, then I guess Baratheons just get the throne, and I don't know if they're going to honor Rob's declarations of independence. But we'll get to that bridge when we cross it.
Right. Future problem.
Yeah, future problem. Sansa is continuously getting shit on by Joffrey. And it was pretty fucking bad this episode. He is just continuously power tripping, and just pretty much holding people at gunpoint to listen to him. Pretty fucked to see on both occasions. I don't know how Tyrion will feel exactly once he finds out what happened to the two women. Whether he'll care or not. He seems to be a pretty gentle soul. All things considered, comparing what we've seen to from everyone else in the show so far. He has a heart. At least with Sansa. He helped her out.
Is it crazy to say that he's simply just sane?
He is pretty sane.
He's just an average guy?
He's not an average guy.
Okay. Are you
He's
implying
someone
that because he's short?
I'm not saying that because he's short. I'm saying he's better than the average person because he's faced his own share of hardships.
Yeah.
And he's come out better from that.
I just meant it as like he's not an egocentric maniac, or at least
if
so
anything,
we can
that's
interpret this far in.
That's the average for the show.
But he's not just like a bystander, or he's not, doing his job at the bare minimum. He's like going out of his way to solve problems. He's very clever, and he does care. To be the smallest man there, he definitely has the biggest heart.
Amazingly put. That man is the Grinch.
Man.
But yeah. Tyrion has a heart. Based as hell. Cool guy. Completely whipped Lancel. Holy shit, that was entertaining.
Yeah.
Part of me feels for Lancel. He's just doing his duty.
Yeah.
He has the option to say no. However, I would assume not good things await him if he says no. It will be hilarious, though, if there ever comes a time where Jaime somehow finds out that Lancel has been running that shit in his absence. Would make for a very entertaining conversation. But part of me feels that's not going to come to light. Cersei definitely doesn't want that to come to light. Lancel doesn't want that to come to light. Tyrion is the only one holding that in his hands. And whether he decides to drop that nuke or not, very much up to him. Don't know what he plans to do. Like what the point of him doing that to his brother would be. But yeah.
It's a game of chess, bro.
It's a game of chess. But yeah. We've got some more scheming with Peter. As always, he's continuously just slithering his way through from person to person.
So I don't know if you recall, because this was in the last session, but Tyrion's actually the one that proposed that plan.
The Renly plan?
Yeah. Well, he was just like, how would it feel for you to see your beloved cat again? And that was like the end of that conversation.
Okay.
and I don't know if you didn't write that down or where, and I get there's a lot of information too to take in at one time for this. But that was where that came from.
Okay.
It wasn't totally just Littlefinger being a slime this time.
He's still being a slime, but that brings into question, if he was sent there on Tyrion's behest, then why is he offering a way in for Renly to retake the throne? Seemingly, open
Well, that was
gates.
probably just.
You think that's just on
Yeah.
Peter's part?
I
Makes
think
sense. So
Genuinely,
I guess
I don't remember. So
I guess then definitely more so it was about negotiating Jaime for Sansa and
right.
Arya, quotation marks. Okay, but Peter just took the opportunity to slime some more. So
Well, and it could have been to him just getting an excuse to get into their camp without getting murked.
true. Okay. If assuming we take Peter's word at face value, which don't do that. Even if if we're doing that, depending on how the battle goes, I feel like he would have no problem whatsoever with just fucking double crossing Renly and just siding with Lannisters again. Whatever serves him best. He'll very much flip flop. Whatever happens to meet his goals best in that moment. But yeah, fun times at Harrenhal. Probably terribly misspelled it, but I don't care to correct it at this moment. I'll catch it in the next opening because I'm pretty sure we saw it in the opening. Yeah?
I'm almost positive.
Harrenhal's
Okay.
open.
Which is basically, is that just a general kind of prison or is that just like
It's an old castle.
an old castle?
That's what they're using it as now. But like when they first show up there, they talk about what can burn stone,
Yeah, dragon.
So it's all run down now.
No response needed, but perhaps a location scene in House of the Dragon. I don't know.
Here's what I will say. I don't remember it specifically, and even if I did, I won't.
You
wouldn't
won't
tell
confirm it, of course.
Harrenhal has some of the most interesting lore in the entire Game of Thrones universe.
Okay.
So write that down to revisit after 8 seasons and a season of House of the Dragon. But that's what I'll say. It's got a lot of really interesting stories in it.
And you could be gaslighting me again.
I'm genuinely
Anyway.
not. This is true.
I gotcha. Peter, but yeah. They mentioned multiple times, they're just kind of interrogating every person the same about the Brotherhood. I'm wondering what the Brotherhood is exactly, and if that happens to also be the cult with the Way of Light. I'm fucking forgetting their official Lord of Light, Way of Light, whatever. It was not described, but at least on Stannis or the Red Lady side of things, as being a brotherhood per se. So I don't know what's going on with that faction, or if it is the same one. That's left to be seen. Gendry almost died. But it now looks that all the prisoners will be in service of Tywin, which will be very interesting to see, because essentially Arya's back in the hands of the Lannisters, even though they might not know it. I feel like Tywin might be able to put 2 and 2 together if he finds out that if he knows that Arya's not in the capital any longer.
I don't think he does, actually.
Yeah,
because I don't. In time, I don't think he does.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, because if Gendry is working as a smith or just helping out the Lannisters, if Tywin's camp gets raided by Robb, that could be very bad for just heat of the moment type ordeals. They see, I don't know, they're being put in very much a dangerous position there. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. And then I guess the final thing I can talk on is the 13, the governors of Karth, who want to see dragons. I don't know why Dany was very reluctant to let him see the dragons. Maybe they would have wanted them to hand them over. Maybe their dragons are dead. I hope they're not dead. Maybe they're just that they're just sleeping. But I imagine they're not getting a good meal right now, and they're babies, which is not good. They need good
Protein.
sustenance. Yeah. So they might be very malnourished at this point, and she just didn't want to put any additional strain on them as just showing them off like they're objects of just objects to display. It seems like she very much cares about them, and yeah. Honestly, she was talking a lot of game, but like she was not in a position of power to like do anything in that moment, and the only way they got in the city was by the vouch from Xaro. So what his exact motivations are will be interesting to see. But yeah, he enacted a trial by Sumai, I think it was called, which I guess is just basically if anything happens with them. Trial.
It was just Sumai.
Sumai. I was anticipating a trial. They're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Like but I guess if they're like a wise, the greatest city, that wouldn't make sense for them just to stoop to fighting for who's right. But basically, I'm assuming that's they're being let in the city under his like word. If anything happens, is basically the punishment is going to fall on him.
Yep.
But yeah. That's pretty great episode. What the fuck was a cliffhanger? I cannot wait to see more. I hope Stannis finds out he's running a haunted cooch.
Bro, take a shot for every time Iggly has said cooch in this post discussion.
There's there's no better term to describe it.
Yeah.
Well,
Blake's favorite character, everybody.
To find out. Shut up.
Oh, we're doing another.
But
amazing.
That won't happen until next week, unless you join our Patreon, which I'm about to tell you about. But before, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you enjoyed Iggly saying cooch a million times. And like I said, about that Patreon, that link's in the description below, where you can get 2 and 4 week early access to Game of Thrones, as well as many other shows on the channel right now and full-length reactions. There's a bunch of stuff going on over there, so check that out. There's also a link to join our free Discord and links to our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.